Hi guys, I'm Beth, your coach, and today I'm going to talk to you about why you can't find true love. So maybe you're at a place in your life where you have been saying, I just want to meet the man or the girl of my dreams. I just want to fall in love. I want to, feel that, intense love. I want them to love me. I want us to click. I just want it to be easy. And it's just not happening. So stay till the end of the video and I'm going to talk to you about why this is happening time and time again in your life and what you need to do to find true love. So let me tell you a true story. So I got to a point in my life where I found myself desperately searching for the love of my life. I really wanted love. I wanted to be in that relationship. As far as I was concerned, I was really ready. And I went on dates. I was dating guys that, weren't really emotionally available. They were the kind of guys that, were hot and cold. They would message, then they would ghost me, and then, then they'd be here, then they'd be there, and in and out, and they weren't really showing up in a way that I expected them to. And, I got to a point where I knew my boundaries, I knew that wasn't cool, but somehow I just kept finding this same person that didn't show up for me and, wasn't falling in love with me. I wasn't falling in love with them. And I was like, what's going on? And, old Beth would have been like, oh gosh, old guys, they're just the same. And I'm not in that same place in my life anymore. And I had to really kind of take responsibility. And I looked inside and I said to myself, what is this? What are you doing? Not what are you doing wrong, but what are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you going to a person or a guy who is not going to show up for you? Because this is not just one time, two times, but it seems to be a reoccurring issue. So then I had to go inside and ask myself, what are you doing, Beth? Like, what is this? Why are you creating this? And I looked inside and something came up. And her name was Beth, old Beth, a tiny small part of me that was still resisting this idea that she deserved to be loved. And I said to her, like, what's going on? I had a really nice conversation with myself and I said, what is it, Beth? What's wrong? And she said to me that, it's really hurtful when you don't speak to me, when you ignore me, because I'm trying to get your attention because I don't feel that we deserve love. I don't feel like you deserve love. And so just speaking about that kind of makes me feel a little bit sad because that was a part of me that I had been ignoring for such a long time, but I didn't know. And, I was kind of in denial and I just wasn't really fully connected to myself. And so when we had this conversation, me and that old part of me, I said, Beth, I am here for you. I am with you all of the way. We're in this together. I will always be here for you. I will always love you because, I saw a post on Instagram or something a few weeks ago about how when we go to bed at night, we're always going to be the only person that you go to bed with and wake up with. No matter what happens in life, you will always go to bed with yourself and wake up by yourself. That's guaranteed. People will come in and come out, but you will always be there for you. So then, how could I not love you? How could I not love myself? So I reassured that old part of me. And I told her that I would always be there for her, to just, that it's okay. I know that like back in the past that was an old story and I believed that too, but we don't have to believe that anymore. There's something else and you do deserve love. So it was like something was done. And all of a sudden, I just feel so much love for myself. And I just felt so excited about everything about in life at that point. I started making plans about what I was going to do. It was like all things in my life in terms of work, friendships, relationships, everything just kind of fell into place because there was no resistance. It was like something clicked within and everything kind of just made sense and became whole. And I was totally happy as an individual by myself. And I was no longer searching. I just let go. I don't need to search for something desperately. And the funny thing is, when we resolve that within ourselves, like I experienced, a relationship just fell at my feet. It was like it just fell into my world, and it was like two beautiful souls who were fully whole and healed in terms of, we're happy, living individual lives, totally happy. But then we made that choice to be together. We chose to be with each other because it's not out of need anymore, it's out of want. So we are in a beautiful relationship, and I'm totally grateful for that. So what's this got to do with you? Why am I telling you all this? Well, if you are in search of true love and you really want that relationship and it's not happening, then you need to look inside. Because for as long as there's that tiny underlying belief that's probably unconscious, you will seek to prove yourself right. So if you are somebody who deep down you don't feel good enough or deserving of love, you will go out into the world and meet a guy or a girl or whoever who will prove that belief right, because we are wired that way. We don't go out into the world to prove ourselves wrong. We go out with these beliefs to prove ourselves right. So you will find that person that will prove you right, that small part of you, even though the other part, the conscious part that says, no, I do want to find love, I am good enough, la 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 la. Little person in the back of your mind says no. Okay, it's resistance. Okay, you're not fully aligned yet, so you have to speak to that person. You have to get connected to that person, because for as long as that is a part of you, there is resistance, and you will create those same relationships, the ones that prove you right that you're not good enough and you don't deserve love. You will create the same relationship time and time again. So if this story resonates with you, if this is something that is present in your life and you do want love and you're not finding it, click subscribe and maybe get involved in the comments in below. I'd love to know more about you and what's kind of going on in your life. I will be sending more videos out like this now that I am in a relationship and I've created that in my world. I would love to share with you even more how you can get that relationship that you do really want and you deserve. So until then, I'm sending so much love. Besos.